friends. Hope you're doing well. Bit of a long time no see situation. Suffice to say, July was a train wreck and I crashed out super hard, so I didn't have a lot of bandwidth to make videos. And, I really haven't had bandwidth to make videos all year, but let's get around the excuses and get to the video. So today's August 1st, so it is time for another update on my stupid arbitrary goals for the year. If you're new here, I make a list of stupid arbitrary goals to try to become the best version of myself, and have, experiences that I wouldn't otherwise. This year there are 12 goals. Ride 2,460 miles on bikes, which is the distance to ride across the continental United States. Play hockey, lift heavy things, which is kind of it's a hockey training goal with sub-goals. Speaking of sub-goals, there's an Apple Watch goal, 3.5 million steps, 500,000 active calories, 365 active hours. Now, with the sub-goals, it's like I could do more of one and less of another, and it's just kind of the average of the 3 or 4 or 5 goals or whatever to get to 100%. 150 hours of mobility work and functional training, so that's specifically stuff like, what if I was doing like agility ladders and club swinging, that kind of stuff. Read 50 books, watch 365 films, have experiences and adventures, which that is like going to new restaurants, going on date nights, doing stuff for my fiance to make her feel special, and just having new experiences in my life, doing new shit. 250 hours of Warhammer time. Do the work, show the work is kind of just a bunch of smaller sub-business goals. Having pitch meetings, having networking meetings, networking events, posting my work on social media, that kind of stuff. Finance goals, basically just paying off my debt, getting my retirement fund properly funded. 50,000 photos delivered to clients because I do photography for a living. And create 500 pieces of video content because I want to be making more videos. And I'm not doing super hot at that, obviously. So, looking at where we're at, 36.21%, which puts us 22% behind pace. Pace being 100% completion. I never get to 100% completion. If we look at our progress, these are the last 3 years, 62%, 55%, 58%. So you can see kind of we're a little past the midway point. So 36% is actually pretty not bad. Which average total by the end of the month puts me just a little bit behind pace. But the total for this month was my worst month since I started tracking the monthly totals. So that's only 3 years of data to go from. But, 3.5 now. Still not great. The previous worst was 2.37%. There's not a lot of 2s on this chart, so I guess I gotta put those in. I think this one actually might have been a 2%. I'll have to go back and look. Anyway, so what the fuck happened was the month was not great. I crashed out super hard. I had some jobs that were out of town, and I had to put some expenses on credit cards for that, because if you book your own hotel and you book your own flights, you get all the reward points for it, but then you have to wait for the companies to pay you back, so I'm waiting for that to happen. I also had to buy all new tires, which luckily I paid cash for that, so that shouldn't have really affected this, but it still does. That's $1,000 I can't put in my retirement fund. And I went to the doctor 9 fucking times for a whole bunch of stuff, including the emergency room. So that was a first. So that sucked, and I'm gonna make a whole video about that, which I've been meaning to do. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling really shitty lately. So I haven't really had the bandwidth to make videos about how fucking crashed out I am. Love it. Anyway, looking at, so the goals are split into kind of 3 categories. Fitness, which you can see I'm wildly behind on pace. Experiences, which are above, the current pace. And business, which again, above current pace. The fitness goal is really slacking, but in 3 months' time, I am getting married, and I want to look good for the wedding photos, obviously. And hockey starts the weekend after the wedding, so it is preseason. So I'm gonna go after these goals kind of with a machete these next 90 days or so. progress on these numbers, while at the same time still trying to keep this as good or better. My overall target for the year is just to have the best year since I, kind of started tracking. I don't remember what my total was last year, but it's like it was probably somewhere in this zone. So if I could get the highest, get to 70% completion, I'd be really chuffed with that. I'd be really stoked. I think this photo goal is gonna finish this month. We're really close to it, and I think I've got like 10,000 more photos to edit, which actually might just complete this without me taking another photo. And I've got, let's see, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 shoots this weekend, so this is gonna blow that number way up. Finance goals, if I can continue with the workload I've had, and these doctor bills don't kill me. I have a surgery coming up at the end of the month too, so I'm hoping that the surgery's on my foot, which is gonna make me less mobile, so I'm gonna be taking less work at the end of August and the beginning of September. So that should give me time to do experiences, but that will make it very difficult to do some of these. So I think I'll be able to ride a bike because the surgery's on my toe, and I'll be in like a medical sandal type situation. And then obviously I won't be able to play hockey for a month, like all of September, which is gonna make it hard, but I could still do stick handling stuff, and I could still lift weights. There's still a lot of things you can do with a bad toe, so I'm not too worried about that. Obviously the steps in active cal, the steps is gonna be really hard to do, but the good news is the watch tracks movement, so if I get on the speed bag and I get club swinging, I can still get steps in a way. Books, I'm just behind on that. I need to start getting the books in. The films, I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm right on pace. This means I'm 1 day, 1 film behind. So if I watch 1 film today, I'll be right back on pace. And yeah, experiences slightly ahead. Warhammer time, I really need to get on. Need to get some Warhammer entries, which I think with the surgery I'll just be doing some hobby time, building some stuff. I got a lot of models to build. Never really been big on the painting side of it, but maybe I'll take some time to paint with the bum foot. See how that goes. Do the work. It's actually not. I mean, that's pretty far behind, but this goal is. I don't know. I feel like of all the 12 goals, this goal is like the weirdest one. I need to retune that goal for next year. It's important to have it, but it's just like, it's like, some of it was like networking and pitch meetings, but it's like, I've been so busy that like I don't need any more work. I want less work. So what the fuck's the point of having networking meetings if you're too busy to, you're networking by just going to those jobs. So this finance goals, I'm doing quite well, actually, especially compared to most years where I'm accumulating debt or just staying on that debt treadmill. I'm really taking slugs at my fucking debt this year. My retirement still is not funded where it needs to be, but I figure if I can get out of debt and have no debt by the end of this year, then I'll be able to really start putting money into retirement, which I know the time is the most valuable asset. If you don't have a retirement fund and you are younger than me, which I'm sure most of you are, fucking stop to put some money. I will make a video explaining how to do it. It's the time of the compounding interest is so important. Like, put some money, please. If you take nothing away from my stupid videos, put some fucking money into a retirement account, into a Roth IRA. You don't need to pay anybody management fees to do it. It's so easy. You just set up an account on Fidelity. You go in and you set up a Roth IRA. It's the best for tax advantages, and you could put like $7,000 a year into it, and you just let it grow. You put the money into very safe stuff, these things called index funds, which just basically what's happening is you are buying very, very small fractions of all of the stocks within an index, which is just a list of stocks. then your money will accumulate and you will be able to retire. Which I know so many people right now, especially young kids, are like, what's the point? I'm never going to be able to retire. Duh, duh, duh. And it's like, yes, but I think we thought that. People in my generation thought that too. And it's like, well, now we're 40, and it's like, fuck, we wish we had that money because, it's like, you could take money out of your IRA for a house. And it's like, okay, well, if I had a fully funded IRA, I could probably have a house right now. And so you just, like, it's just important because there was this post I saw, and I was going to make a whole other video about it. So we're really getting on a weird diatribe here. But it was like, if you don't water your flowers, you're still going to have fascism, but you'll also have dead flowers. So it's like, take care of yourself, go to the dentist, do all that shit, go to the doctor, eat well, put your money in a retirement fund, because it might work out. And if you've got the 4 quadrants, I'm gonna have to make a video and draw, but it's like, you look at like here, if we make 4 quadrants, where's we at here, blank, and so it's like, you have 4 possible outcomes, where it's like, you're right about how things go, and everything sucks, right? Then you're fucked. You could be wrong about how things go, but you didn't put money in, and things turn out fine. Guess what? You're fucked. You could be wrong about how things go, and you do put money in, then you're fine. You could be right about how things go, and you didn't put money in, and guess what? You're still fucked. So, the only outcome in which you're fine is to work towards a better future and go to the fucking dentist and put money in a retirement account. Otherwise, you're fucked. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what happens outside. If it's good, if it's bad, if you don't put money in, you're definitely fucked. So, anyway, that's my rant for the day. So that's where we're at. Worst month ever. Slightly behind pace, but optimistic. So, let's get after it. If you don't have goals, set some fucking goals. Jesus Christ. Making these videos every month, showing you how to do it. Those spreadsheets. You don't have to get this autistic with it. You don't have to be like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Or wherever you're looking at it. Cameras. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. And I hope you're not crashing out as hard as I am. And if you do crash out, well then let's take August. And August is typically like a slow month. People go on vacation. This is our chance while they're on vacation. If we can, either if you are doing well, take that vacation and rest. You earned it. And if you're not doing well, while those people are out, you've got time to coast on your day job bullshit and start focusing on stuff you care about so that you can put money into your retirement fund and you won't be fucked. Don't get fucked. Do some fucking. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.